If you've ever been hurt in a relationship before, I totally get it. In feeling the hurt and the pain, you want to run away. You don't want to try again. You're skeptical about love and all of that. Today, I'm going to delve into 3 things that I want you to consider if you've ever been hurt in love and not sure whether you'll ever find a relationship again, because that significant other, that person that broke your heart, left such a deep wound and you're not sure if it will ever happen again. Stay tuned. Welcome back. This is Angie Marie and this is my YouTube channel where we talk about the simple secrets that help us to have a better life, more happiness, more peace, more joy. If you're a returning subscriber, I appreciate you, and this is your first time, you're welcome. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so that you do not miss my videos once they're posted. In researching, looking at what my viewers really want, I realized that in addition to wanting me to talk about travel and my travel experiences, it seems like you really want to know more about this whole question of love and relationships. And rightfully so, because I believe that having a good relationship is one of the keys to joy and happiness. But having a bad relationship also is certainly what will lead to unhappiness and misery. So we want to get it right, understand what we're getting into, and be sure that we're with the right person. I'm going to throw out 3 keys that I believe we need to consider in this entire question. Number 1, understand that everyone is not intended to be for us. Let me say that again. Everyone is not intended to be the person for you or for me. Everyone is not intended to be the person, the right person for you or me. And why is that? Now, there are over 7 billion persons in the world, but here are some of the things that cause me to say that not everyone is for us, and that's the truth. There are differences in culture, and if you don't understand another person's culture, or there's not a good understanding of the differences, how can you come together? So there are differences in culture, there are differences in personality, temperament, taste, needs, environment, how a person was raised, schooling, and so forth, and even what they're taught in terms of religion, what their parents taught them about life, and so forth. So people are different, and we just have to accept that everybody is not for you. Sometimes too, someone comes in your life just for a particular season, and the both of you have a particular purpose to achieve, and after that is achieved, it's okay to move on. It's okay. And I'm saying this from my personal experience because I got married very young. A lot of things happened in my 20s. During my 20s, I had already had 3 children. It felt like I was pregnant every year, and in truth I was, because you spend 9 months carrying the child, you have to conceive, spend 9 months, right? That's almost a year. So by the time you have one child, you conceive again, another is born the next year. So between a 4-year period, I had already had 3 daughters, and all of that was by the time I was in my mid-20s. And then also my husband at the time and myself were sent out to lead or to start. We were full-time in the ministry, and we were not yet 30 years old. We were full-time in the ministry. We spent 3 years as full-time ministers in the church, and then we were sent out for the first church planting at our church in another city. So we had a purpose together, raising the children, ministry, and so forth, but eventually that marriage ended. Now, what does that mean? Because the marriage ended, does it mean your life has to end? No, life goes on. So we have to understand that everyone is not for us. There has to be compatibility, and sometimes someone is in our life and meant to be in our lives for a particular purpose, and when that purpose is accomplished, it's okay to move on. So if you have been in that situation where a relationship or a marriage ended, then understand that. Or something you started, somehow you just were not able to bring it together to the point of marriage. It's okay. It's all a lesson, something for us to learn in life, and it helps us to be better and to be more prepared for the next relationship, for the real one that is to come. Number 2, the right one will do do right and be right. Differences are in temperament, personality, or needs, or love languages, and so on. What I've learned is that the right person may be from a different culture too. He or she may be from a totally different culture. It doesn't have anything to do with being the right person for someone else. It's about temperament, personality, compatibility, and all of that. What is it that both of you want out of life? So the right person for you will be right and do right by you. You laugh a lot. You're just happy. Things fall in place. It's almost like a puzzle coming together. And again, I'm saying that too from personal experience, because when you meet someone who is right for you at a point in time, there's so much peace, there's so much joy. If you find yourself in a situation where there's just constant conflict, disagreement, disrespect, someone yelling at you all the time, and you're just not happy, it's toxic, that is not what is meant to be for you. And the quicker we realize that and move on, the better it is. Even though you may feel that it is painful, it is better to take the pain early and move on. I remember as a kid I was afraid of being vaccinated, and we had to get various vaccines throughout our life. Guess what? The earlier we just went ahead and did it and take the shot and move on, the better it is for us. Just get it over with and be done. So you meet someone and something gets started, you check it out, and then you realize that this is not the person for you, you're not happy, move on. Simple. Well, that's my recommendation, my suggestion. Move on. Don't hang on and in a situation that is toxic, that is painful, because it's not gonna get better. And again, in the Caribbean, our kids or parents have a practice. I don't know if where you're from you do this, but in the summer period, we take laxatives and so on to cleanse the body and to prepare us. If you run away, you don't want to take it. But the quicker you just swallow it and move on, because it's once in a while that you get that. It's not going to be every day or every week or every month. It's for a season. You just take your medicine and get rid of whatever toxins and stuff that are in your system, and you move on. And I see it that way. Meeting and allowing the right person in your life takes a little bit of effort and a little work, but you'll know as you are willing to open yourself to that person, be vulnerable. And that's the only way you're going to find out whether this person is right for you. After being hurt in relationship, my tendency has always been to put up chains and barriers and walls to protect my heart. So it's hard for someone to get past those barriers. And so I find that when a gentleman is able to break down those walls and to get me to laugh and smile and to be my real self, my authentic self, you know when that connection is there. And so you meet the person who is just right for you and you're just right for them. That's what we refer to as compatibility. There is someone out there who is just that for you. But sometimes we just have to be patient and allow ourselves to get to know others when they try to relate to us. See how it goes. Remove the barriers. Again, I support having some boundary, because who wants to be constantly hurt all the time? None of us. It's too painful. So I totally get it. But I also get it when sometimes the guy just has a sense, and the guy knows that this could be the person for me. They sense the aura and something about you they like. Allow them and see if that is the person for you. The third thing I want to say is that it's of no benefit to be wasting time with anyone that is not supposed to be our partner. It's amazing to me how time flies. And it sounds like just words, but the truth is, time does fly. Sometimes I stop and I think to myself, for instance, September 11. I remember exactly where I was when it happened. And I still cannot believe that it's more than 20 years ago, because it doesn't feel like 20 years. My life and the things that I've done at various points, when I remember these things, they just do not feel like that long ago. So that time does fly. And why would we want to be spending and wasting time with someone who hurts us, who has issues, who has vices, who has no control over their habits and the things they do? No. We want to understand that there's a limit in terms of the time we have on this earth, and time does fly. So it's better to be with the right person for us earlier and to move on. I hope that what I've shared here has been helpful to you. And if you're going through some pain now in a relationship, I just want to encourage you, take heart and to keep going. It's part of the learning experience. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so that you do not miss my videos once they're posted. And go ahead and make your comments on this video, like it, share it if you wish. Thank you for taking this time. This is Angie Marie. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you soon in the next video. This is Angie Marie. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you soon in the next video.